Oh shit, Raiders Allegiance Mock Draft 1.0. Stay tuned after the intro.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
This is Raiders Allegiance with Lunatic Raider. Welcome to the dark side.
What is the deal, Raider Nation? Welcome to another episode of Raiders Allegiance with yours truly, Lunatic Raider. Today we about to do our first mock draft of this offseason of our Las Vegas Raiders, and just for fun, see what players fall to us at 22. I'm also going to be doing trades, so it's going to be interesting to see what teams offer, what I accept, or what I reject. So it's going down, baby, today. But I want to just jump into discuss some of the players that's going to be available in this year's draft. I'm going to talk about what the Raiders need, what we need to go ahead and look for. Do we trade back? Do we trade up? All kind of factors into this stuff. The positions that I see the most talent at, and elite talent. There's some damn good linebackers and defensive tackles in this draft. It's deep with receiver, but there's only probably about 2 or 3 that you would grab in the first round. If one of those 3 fall to us at 22nd, do we take it? Or do we take an elite linebacker that might be there at 22nd? Or maybe even a good defensive tackle, because we're going to need all these positions filled with the new regime taking over for the Raiders and establishing a good defense with secondary, linebacker play. We got to get some defensive tackles because of a lot of defensive tackles that we have only had 1-year deals, so they're up out of here maybe, most likely. So I think going to the draft and get a monster if there's one there, or a potential monster that you can groom into becoming one. We're gonna have to look at somebody that could be a nose tackle, because pretty much we might be doing a base 3-4. But even though that Patrick Graham said that it'll be versatile, where we can just run anything depending on who we're facing, that's a good thing. But it's good to always have the needed amenities of the players to fit whatever we're doing. So we do need a nose tackle. I think we go linebacker as well. We can go safety, especially if they do bring Abram down into the box and become an outside linebacker. You're gonna need we got safeties on the team too, but you can never have as many as you can. All hands on deck, you know what I mean? We need turnovers, you know what I mean? And it's going to start with the secondary. Well, actually, it's going to start with the front to put pressure on the quarterback. Maybe we can get some coverage sacks, and then also some turnovers with the pressure being put on them by our edge rushers. So we need a good, solid defensive tackle to go ahead and push that pocket up front, good against the run. We need good linebackers with high motors. This is what I'm looking for, that can play sideline to sideline. A good safety, a good corner. We can go out maybe in free agency and grab a corner, and that will lessen the blow of not going in and drafting some. But it is what it is. So with that being said, I want to take a look at the linebackers that I have ranked high, and then ones that I think can slide to us, maybe even second, third round. But I got an eye on them because I like their measurables and I like their potential. Everybody knows Colby Dean out of Georgia, at 6 foot even, 225. Good linebacker. Good linebacker. He's good in coverage. He plays downhill against the run. Fundamentally sound. Plays sideline to sideline. I like dudes like this that can cut, that's all over the field, because that's where you make plays. You know what I mean? So Colby Dean, and I'm not gonna lie, I done did some mock drafts already before doing this one for you guys, and it seems like all the drafts I've done, and I've done like 5 of them just to see how the computer is running and what other teams is taking and what really was going to be in our range around the 22nd pick. And Colby Dean seems like on every draft I did, he always come down to 22. So that's a decision I can't pass up on. And Colby Dean in your defense is solid. Another linebacker that I like is Chad Mumma of Wyoming, 6'3", 245 pounds. He's known for good range and coverage and great fundamentals. So that's another solid one. Will he fall to us? I don't know. Possibility. It all depends on what teams need and the best available. You feel me? So with that one, I like Brian Asamoah as well from Oklahoma, 6'1", 228 pounds. Good speed, great awareness, and solid tackler. I like this dude. I watched his game film, and his awareness to where the ball's at, you know what I mean, is tremendous. He always goes to where the ball is. He doesn't just jump on the first thing. He pays attention. His awareness level is real high. I like his athleticism. The dude is solid. If Asamoah falls to us, that might be another option that we can look at as well. You know what I mean? So those are my top three that I like. I really like as far as fitting what we're trying to do with the Raiders. Other ones to like pay attention to is I like Leo Chanel from Wisconsin, 6'2", 261 pounds. He's a junior. Elite upper body strength. The dude, his sophomore year, bench pressed 225 pounds 40 times. Good upper body strength. You know what I mean? For a sophomore to come in and throw him up 40 times, that's impressive. Decent speed and a good tackler. So Leo Chanel is one that I got to keep my eye on as well, because you might be able to wait second, third round maybe for him. You know what I mean? If you miss out on the Asamoahs and the Mummas, you know what I mean? There's options. We're not just tied in, and then we got needs spread out. So especially on the defensive side of the ball, most of our needs is defense. I'm gonna love this draft, dude, because there's a lot of good, solid players on the defensive side of the ball, regardless of position, that we can grab and snatch in. Another linebacker that I really have my eye on that I like too is Darian Beavers out of Cincinnati, 6'4", 255 pounds, elite size. Man, he stops the run and gets to the quarterback. Watching this game tape, you can see that also. So that's another solid, big linebacker that we can throw up in there, man. So those are dudes on the linebacker side that I have in high regards, and then some that I feel could possibly fall to us later. But man, I wouldn't be disappointed if either one of them fall to us. You know what I mean? I wouldn't reach though. I would have to look at the board and see what's available, because even on offense, I believe what this team needs to do is draft the best available. But if you can get the best available and he's also a need, you done knocked it out the park. There's no worries. So you just got to keep your eye open and play it smart. Don't reach. No need to reach, because there's going to be something there that we need and something that's going to be best available at the same time. That's why I'm loving this draft, dude. It should fall right into our lap. And with the blueprint that New England is known for, like in the later rounds, they trade back a lot and accumulate a whole bunch of picks. So then when you get the more picks you got, the more, like especially in the late rounds, experimental draft picks, you can get a player and try to coach him up. You know, some may have the potential and not be at their ceiling, but if you have the right coach behind them and coaching them, you can bring the best out of them. You know what I mean? So coaching plays a very sound part in this. So you can find something in 5, 6, 7 rounds that you like, well, damn, he got the right measurables, height, speed, and weight, but technique needs to be worked with. It's all kind of stuff, but you just got to coach them up, get them in the weight room if they need to bulk up. You know what I mean? Work on their stamina. You know what I mean? All that if they need to. The other position in the draft that I really like depth-wise that we can bring in and help the Raiders right off bat, defensive tackle. Man, they got some monsters in this draft at defensive tackle for real, for real. You know what I mean? The number one, I'm saying, everybody else has a different opinion, but I'm looking for some big-ass defensive tackles, especially if we're going 3-4 and we need that nose. You know what I mean? We need to go ahead and get in that middle and clog shit up, stop the run, and move the pocket up, you know, straight up into the chin and chest of the quarterback. That's what we need to do so our edges can get to him and have him contained and get a strip sack or a sack, period. You know what I mean? But the number one defensive tackle in my eyes in this draft is a big beast. Jordan Davis from Georgia, 6'6", 340-pound senior. And, you know, he has elite size and strength, of course. You know what I mean? He gets off quick. His weaknesses, though, he needs to work on his conditioning. See, that's what I mean about getting him in the weight room, getting into a workout and getting the right coaches around him to help coach him up. I doubt he falls to us. But if some way, somehow, some freak-ass shit doesn't happen where he fell, I'm taking his big ass. Yes, I am. I'm taking this big old Georgia Bulldog ass in the first round at 22 if he falls that far. And big men fall slow. So I doubt he makes it to us. The other defensive tackle that I like in this draft is Travis Jones out of Connecticut, 6'4", 326-pound senior. He has good strength and high motor, good pad level and leverage. Is everything you need in a solid tackler, especially on the D line. Good size, good measurables, stuff that you're born with. Man, it's like having like raw clay, and then you get to scope it into what you want it to be. So that's why I said, like I said, I'm gonna say it again and again. The coaches play a very big part in this. You need coaches that's good with correlating with players and able to get the best out of them. Because if you can do that, you could take somebody with potential out of this world and turn them into something elite. You might not even get them until the 3rd, 4th round. But if he has all the measurables as God-given, everything else can be taught. But what's his desire? What is his mindset? You know what I mean? What kind of person is he? Is he a person to bust his ass until he gets it right? Or does he get frustrated when he doesn't get it right and want to pout or, you know what I mean, get upset? You know what I mean? Like they say, a madman can't think. I don't need nobody getting mad on the field. Stay smart. Stay sharp. That's what you got to do. Third defensive tackle that I like out of my top 3, Devonta Wyatt out of Georgia, senior as well, 6'3", 307 pounds. Strong hands, explosive, and handles double teams very well. So that's somebody you want too, because if they decide to handle this dude with a double team, and you got Crosby, and you got Ngakoue, and then like you get a solid line, man, it's going to be problems for offensive lines to deal with that. If you got 3 players on your front, well, 3-4, say 3-4, and all 3 of them needs a double team, pick your poison. Pick your poison. That's also going to open up gaps for blitzes. And we are known, well, not we're, but now we are, with Patrick Graham, he will blitz. He will throw blitzes at your ass that you never knew that you was coming out of anywhere. You feel me? So there's a lot of good potential ass defensive tackles in this draft that I'm really feeling too. So that's like my top 3. Ones that I feel can come to us later, 2nd round and beyond, and a lot of people already know these names because these names are starting to build up. The combine is what we got to pay attention to, because if they put out good, decent numbers, 40, bench press, cone drills, if they put up good numbers, their stock is going to do this. So less likely they come to us like that. So it is what it is. But like I said, this draft is packed with needs that the Raiders need. And they're good, talented needs. That's why I said we can't go wrong unless we just do some old dumbfounded ass shit and draft a running back at 22 or a center. You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. But I don't think these guys, Ziegler and McDaniels, is on that kind of shit. They on some other shit. They on that 6-ring championship shit, because every year in the draft they move around. They accumulate, you know what I mean, compensation with moving back or and getting extra draft picks from teams. So keep an eye on that one. So the first dude that I think can fall later on, not in the 1st round but later, is Perrian Winfrey. This dude name is ringing out there, 6'3", 303 pounds, out of Oklahoma. And he has good lateral movement, explosive first step. Coming off the line, bam. You want that quick step in the defensive tackle. Man, it's so many options, man. There's so many options. I'm seeing that, and I got names that's not even on this list that I also got my eye on, like if they fall. if we can't get any of these. You know what I mean? Another dude that I like is Darian Beavers, 6'3", 313 pounds out of Alabama. Good hand use. His upfield explosiveness is great. So another dude that could add pressure. You know what I mean? And that's Darian Beavers out of Alabama. And my third one that I got my eye on that could fall to us if everything else falls through. Nice size too. Is Corey Durden, 6'4", 310 pound senior out of North Carolina State. He has good size and length and explosive. Those are my defensive tackles right there. If any of them pop up in this mock draft, hopefully in the real draft, we on that ass. I hope we on that ass, you know what I mean? Pause. But man, for real. So I'm liking the linebackers and my defensive tackles in this draft. I also got I got 3 other positions that I listed: tight end, running back, and also O-lineman, tackles that we need, because you know we need a right tackle. But these are ones that's happen. This can happen later, so I say it in the later rounds. But one dude I got my eye on with the tight ends is Cole Turner, 6'6", 240 out of Nevada, senior. Another big target. And since Josh McDaniels is known for doing 2 tight end sets, this is another athletic tight end. I don't know his 40 time, but we'll find out when the combine jumps off, because he's pretty much sure he's going to get an invite. But if we can get a good athletic 6'6", that's a big target, man. His catch range is, man, tremendous, with long arms and able to catch. You know what I mean? Watching his film, he's solid. He's solid. Another tight end, which I heard someone talk about it, which was a wasted talent. He mentioned McNeese State. Now, I got family in Lake Charles, Louisiana, where McNeese State is located. It's the McNeese State Cowboys. So I'm familiar with that college, and I'm familiar with names like me and my father chop it up about players at McNeese, and this tight end is one of the names that have been brought up. His name is Jamal Pettigrew. He's a tight end at 6'7", 245 pounds. McNeese State. Big body tight end. You know what I mean? Man. But like I said, this is later. This is not early in the draft. This is later. Possibly day 3. So, but you keep your eyes open for this, because with 2 tight end sets, you need a tight end room that's solid. With good blockers and good catchers. You know what I mean? So, those are my 2 to keep your eye on. My other 2, now I got the running backs. We're going to need a running back. I think Rashad is gone. You got Kenyon Drake coming back, and you still got Josh Jacobs, and it's going to come down to, is Josh Jacobs worthy of an extension of X amount of dollars? We don't know. I like Josh Jacobs, but how much do you give him? When you got to figure in, you got to pay Carr, Crosby, you got to pay Renfro, you got to pay these dudes, man, and it's like, where do you put the large sum of money at? Do you tie it up in your running back? Look at Dallas. You know what I mean, with their running back, week on his navel and shit. Number 21, that ain't did shit since he got the big payday. You know what I mean? Tying up money for no reason. So the running backs I like, I'm looking for a big body running back, because we already got the smaller, you know what I mean, smaller running backs. But I'm looking for a bruiser. Somebody that we can wear the hell down of another team's defense by grinding them, just running the ball down their damn throat. You know, somebody big enough where they fall forward, they're getting yards. 2 running backs that I like, and I don't know if they're related, but the main one I like, and we got a connection to the college he's coming out of, is Rashad White, running back, 6'2", 210 pounds with a 4.46 40 out of Arizona State. You already know we're hiring Pierce. We got that inside track with Arizona State. That's a running back I got my eye on later. You know what I mean? He might go 3rd, 4th round maybe. But if we can accumulate extra picks where we can go ahead and grab someone like him and just groom him, and have him take, like, because I know we have who else is I don't know exactly all the running backs on our team. That's isn't Barber the free agent as well that we got? I gotta look that up, but I want to get a rookie up in there and groom him, a big body bruiser, good runner. Hey, Rashad White is a good ass runner. Watching his film, his vision, his quickness, his lateral movement and quickness and cuts, I like it for his size, man. I really like it. There's another running back, like I said, I don't know if they related, is Zaquandre White, running back, 6'1", 212. He runs a 4.46 40 from South Carolina. This is another solid running back. Like I said, I want somebody with some weight on him, some size on him, and that you can probably implement into the pass game as well. Somebody that can learn behind Kenyon Drake. You know what I mean? Behind Josh Jacobs. Just in case you don't extend Josh Jacobs and you decide to let him walk, we already got somebody waiting behind him, you know what I mean, to go ahead and step right in a system that he's learning as a rookie and and maybe even a sophomore season as in the pros. But yeah, those two positions, tight end and running back, those are the players I'm looking at that. Offensive tackles is going to be a need too. I'm looking at right tackles. I want a monster at right tackle like we got Colton Miller on the left. You know what I mean? I want a right tackle we can book in him and Colton Miller, and then we got a center already, and all we got to do is figure out the guards. That's it. So the two names I got that can fall to us later, there's bigger names at offensive tackle, but a lot of them is pretty much left tackles, you know, and I want somebody that's familiar with playing right tackle rather than have to retrain them, because it's different. A lot of people say if you could play left tackle, you could play right tackle. Yes, but everything is in reverse. You know what I mean? Everything is backwards from, it's a mirror. You know what I mean? So you got to go over here, and everything you was doing, stepping out to your left, now you got to step out to your right. And you got to get that memorized muscle memory and be able to know that. So I'd rather have someone that was in college that's a good right tackle, a monster that can hold down that right side. Two names that I got that can fall to us, like I said, like maybe the third day, is Danielle Foley. Yep, Danielle Foley, offensive tackle, 6'8", 380 pounds from Minnesota. Monster. I mean, he's taking up space. Kind of reminds me of what's the old boy with New England that we traded off? Dump truck that kept getting hurt. Hopefully this dude, I don't know his injury history in college, but hopefully he's solid and he doesn't suffer from a lot of injuries, because like I said, you got to be available to go ahead and get in and do what you do. So man, yeah, Trent Brown, right? That side 3'8", 380, that's Trent Brown all day long out of Minnesota. So keep your eyes open on Danielle Foley. So keep your eye on him. That's a monster. Another offensive tackle that can play right, that plays right tackle. Another monster that I keep my eye on is Darian Kennard, offensive tackle, 6'5", 345 pounds out of Kentucky. That's another mammoth of a man that you could put at that right tackle and pair off with Colton Miller, and then fill in the guards and let your running backs get behind these dudes. Let them give Carr all day long to throw. Man, there's some good talent in this draft, y'all. There's some really good talent in this draft. I've been doing my homework. That's what I've been doing my homework. You feel me? So I'm looking at our needs, and I'm also looking at good value depending on the later rounds. But we got a lot of needs on the defensive side of the ball. We could take a safety. We could take a corner. Defensive ends, I think we solid, but it wouldn't hurt to grab another one. Linebackers, especially defensive tackle, because a lot of the tackles that we had on the team this past season were only on one-year deals. So pretty much we're going to let them walk. But you can go into free agency and grab a couple of veterans, go in the draft and grab a couple of rookies if you want to, and then go ahead and groom them youngsters up to do what they do. You feel me? So that's just some of the positions I got my eye on. We already know about the wide receivers, Treylon Burks, You know what I mean? Jameson out of Alabama, he's injured. Does he fall? I did a mock draft where he went in 11. So a team, you know, even though I know it's fictitious and not real, it still showed that a team took him at 11. So they were willing to gamble on someone who tore their ACL. But ACLs ain't really that bad no more. You could recover quick. Odell Beckham recovered from his in the same season and played in the Super Bowl. Even though he tore it again, but he still came back and was able to play in the same season. So, yeah, nowadays technology and in the medical field, they do tremendous jobs, repairing shit, torn ligaments and shit like that too. So, man, it's all gravy. Anybody else I got my eyes on? Offensive tackles, I already named a couple of them for later. I don't know what's going to exactly fall to us. I said the running backs, the tight ends. Yep. So that, I mean, there's other names on the list too, though, but you can't draft them all. So anyway, with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and jump into this Raider Allegiance mock draft 1.0. You know what I mean? So, let me meet y'all on the other side. All right, y'all, here we go. We got this simulator about to jump off. We're going to see what we pick, what comes up. And, man, what the Raiders do. So I already got everything selected. We're going to do 7 rounds. I'm going to do it fast so we can go ahead and, we might end up having to do some research on some of these dudes I'm not too familiar with, because there is a shitload of players available this year. And, a lot of them is decent talent. You can coach up a lot of these dudes. So, without further ado, as you can see right over here, this is it right here. It's about to go down over here, y'all. So pay attention. Let's see what we do. This is welcome to the 2022 NFL mock draft, sponsored by Raiders Allegiance with your host, Lunatic Raider. Let's see what happens. Yes, go, baby. Let's draft. All right. Hold on, though. Did they just... These sons of bitches, they went slow on me. You know what? We're going to restart this, because I swore I put it on fast. 7. Let's go ahead and do this over. Raiders, let's go. Let's go. I already know how to do this thing, man. Keep it on fast. Why is this not... So what, they not letting me go fast on these suckers? Oh no, not 1 round, 7. What the fuck is going on, man? These fools is tripping. All right, we're gonna have to go regular, you guys. This thing is bullshitting. This thing is bullshitting. I'd have slapped the shit out this motherfucker, but you know what I mean? What that's gonna do? Now they ain't even letting me go. Man, give me 7 rounds. All right, you know what we gonna do? We're gonna have to refresh this, man. I had it sitting up probably for too long. Okay, we refresh. We going 7 rounds on their ass. We going fast. Close this. Raiders all day. Here we go. Let's get rid of these pop-ups. All right, let the draft begin. So we waiting down for 22. Let's see what somebody gonna pop up with a No, I'm not moving back that far for the Broncos. Y'all can just suffer in your own shit. Reject that shit. I'm not jumping back to 52 from 22. Ain't happening. Okay. Now we got some players up here, man. Okay, here we go. Wide receiver Treylon Burks. Now this is a monstrous man. He fell to us. Do you guys take him? Let me see defensively. Let me go defense and check the linebackers and see exactly what's out here for us. So, Chad Mumma is out there too. What about defensive tackle? Oh, you got Perrian Winfrey too. Oh, and Devonta Wyatt for Darian Beavers, man. Travis Jones was another one I had my eye on as well. Logan Hall was another one I had. When I was doing my research, I did about 12 different or 10 different defensive tackles. That was names that popped up. But look at this though. We always say we need to get Carr a target, right? Get him some weapons. So what we gonna do? I'm going Treylon Burks, man. I don't give a damn what anybody say. Bam. Carr needs weapons. Okay, now we're in the second round. Now we got Tampa Bay want to offer us their 60th pick for 53 and our 165th. I don't want picks for next year. I'm not what we doing today. So we're gonna reject that. Then we got the old weak ass Chargers. You can go eat a dick too, cause I ain't giving you shit. Now let's go to all. It's back on us. Who? Okay, there's a certain. Let's see. I don't want to. Like I said, we got a lot of openings. We got a lot of holes to fill. But I want to grab someone. You know what? We need a big ass. Here we go. 6'4", 312 pounds for Darian Mathis. That was one name that I mentioned, if you remember. Darian Mathis, my defensive tackles. Darian Mathis, yep. I had him out of Alabama. I had him as one of the guys to keep your eye on. Good hands, good hand use, and upfield explosiveness. I'm gonna go ahead and go defense. We get a receiver already. I'm gonna go take my dude for Darian Mathis, defensive tackle, because we're gonna need some tackles, man. We ain't got shit under contract, so we just sitting around twiddling our thumbs. Not I. I'm about to jump on some shit. Now, let's see when we come up now. You got the Chicago Bears offering us 148 in 2023 third round pick for our 86. Nope. You can kick rocks on that one. Kansas City, I ain't got no love for you, so you can eat a dick too. We're going to go ahead and jump back into this draft. Okay, Alec Pierce, I'm at wide receiver. I don't want to keep going wide receivers. So, let's see. I don't want to go QB either. Not if we're going to extend Carr. We don't have to do a damn QB right now. We can wait next year, especially if you get this extension. And then with backup quarterbacks this year, I know Mariota's pretty much gone. Maybe Tyrod Taylor might be I like. Also, who was the free agent quarterback that used to play with the Colts? Let's see. I forgot his name. Oh man, what is his name? And I think he did solid against us, but I forgot his name. But anyway, back to this draft. So I already got my tackle. Let's see. What we got in line. We got our wide receiver and we got our defensive tackle. All right. So now, let's see. Best available. They got an edge rusher, wide receiver, linebacker. Maybe he might be solid. Quay Walker, I heard about, linebacker, Georgia. He had good talent around him. I don't know if that's the reason why he was solid, or is he really that good? But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and, hold on, let me check something real quick on homeboy, because I don't know his measurables, but we're going to definitely find out right now. Dun, 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 dun. Give it here to me. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Quay Walker, linebacker out of Georgia, 6'4", 240. He's a senior. I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, what was his, shit, he only had 1.5 sacks, but like I said, he had a lot of talent around him on that defense. So I'm thinking, see, a lot of people look at individual performance, but I'm looking at how he works in a group, because that's exactly what we're going to be trying to do, is build our group of linebackers. Hopefully Perriman comes back. Like I said, you could put Abram down there. What do you do with Littleton? It's a lot of information, but we need some young, good talent. So what I'm gonna do, let me see, before I even make that, here go that. Oh, I don't need him, no. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab him. Quay Walker out of Georgia should be solid. We got to get that defense right, because now that Gus Bradley is gone, we got to rebuild this image of Patrick Graham. and Graham wants to be multifaceted. So we got to have all the players on deck for when we go 4-3, 5-3, 5-2, nickel, dime. It's a lot of shit that you got to go ahead and be ready for. Let me see. Okay, so we're at 100 and something pick. I see. Who did I have my eye on? I don't think my guys is there, man. You know what? This I'm gonna check tight ends. What's the best available tight ends? Kroll was one I seen. Lucas Kroll out of Pittsburgh. Cole Turner, Nevada. Now, that's the one I talked about on my list too. 6'6", I think he was 245. Let's see. Cole Turner, tight end, 6'6", 240, out of Nevada. You know what? Like I said, we gotta give Carr what he needs. I don't want no more excuses about him not having his damn talent, not giving them a defense that can get turnovers and get the offense back on the field. You know what I mean? So now we got 2 picks back to back, so we can do anything we want. Let me see what's the best available right now. Oh, Leo Chenal. That's another linebacker, you guys. You remember I mentioned him? Let's see. In my linebackers, Leo Chenal was one of the 3 I said could fall to us. Yep. He's a 6'2", 261 junior out of Wisconsin. Elite upper body strength. That's the young dude that bench pressed 225 40 times. Guess what? Let's see. Do we have a we could put him? Yep. I like dude. He fell to us. Let's get a linebacker straight. You know what I mean? I'm taking him. Bam. Now we got the next pick as well. Really don't need too much of rushes because we got rush. Our defensive ends are solid, especially when you got Kuntz in the way. Did linebacker. So now what we're gonna do? We need to go ahead and did I do O-line yet? Let's grab the best available O-line player, especially if I can get one of these monster ass right tackles. So let's go offense. Let's go offensive tackle, and then see who do we have available. I remember dude from Wisconsin, but I don't see none of the other names. Oh my goodness. Nope. But I mean, they got some out there. I want to go, to be honest with you, defensive tackle. I'd rather have a veteran. But if we get a rookie that we can groom up and he become the next Cole Miller, he doesn't have to start. Since we're not picking him in the early rounds, these are the later rounds. So you can go ahead and have him as a project. But let me is my running back still available, man? Let me see. I think they might have already took my running backs that I wanted. Oh, nope, but they didn't take my the running back from South Carolina that I had was Zaquandre White, 6'1", 212 with a 4.46 40 from South Carolina. I'm gonna go ahead and grab him. Like I said, we got to make sure Carr got all he needs. He should be solid now. Now we going experimental. We can go into this draft now. Let's see what we're sitting pretty with right now. We got wide receiver, defensive tackle, linebacker, tight end, linebacker, running back. Now let's go ahead and grab one of these old tackles and go ahead and just go ahead and I don't know. I thought I seen some. Oh, let me get rid of this. They got the wrong. I wanted Rashad White, but Rashad White gone. So let's go old tackle. Let's go ahead and well, you know what? Let's go defense, man. We need to go defense. Let's go safety. Can we get a safety that's, see, they ain't giving us no information on this, so what we gonna do is get our own information. Suckers. Got a mock draft and don't even have all the players, but then again, there's so many damn players in this draft that you can't really just go wrong. Let me see, dude. I want to see dude's measurables, which is Nasir Greer. Nasir Greer's 6 foot, 201 pounds. He's a junior coming out of Wake Forest. Let's see who else they got available. I want to get a safety just to go ahead and let these dudes What about Brian Cook out of Cincinnati? Brian Cook out of Cincinnati. They don't never have no information on these dudes, man. But it is what it is, though. But I tell you what, y'all gotta give me the let's see what his measurables are. That's what I'm more impressed with, his measurables. I want to get a nice size safety, 6'1", 208. Tackles for loss. He did solid this past year. You can see the improvement over the time with the team. Oh yeah, all his numbers went up. All his numbers went up. He had 57 solo tackles. Assisted tackles was 39. Total tackles for 96. For loss, 5 of them. NTs. Ooh, okay. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna grab Brian Cook out of Cincinnati, and that should do it. That should end the draft, the 2022 draft 1.0. So let's take a look at what we got, you guys. We got go ahead and move this mic over so I can tell y'all. We got Treylon Burks, wide receiver out of Arkansas. For Darian Mathis, defensive tackle out of Alabama. Quay Walker, linebacker out of Georgia. Also we have Cole Turner, tight end out of Nevada. Leo Chanel, linebacker out of Wisconsin. Zaquandre White, running back out of South Carolina. And Brian Cook, safety out of Cincinnati. And there you have it. Those are some solid picks. But like I said, this is just for fun, for giggles and shits. You know what I mean? Shit and giggles. If you shit and giggles, your ass is laughing at you. So anyway, yeah, that was fun, man. I like how I'm liking the defensive side of the ball in this draft that we did. And I had a couple. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players out of the 7 that I had mentioned earlier from who I had eyes on. So we filled out pretty much. We did good. We did good. This defense would have been nice with these picks on there. Man, and then at wide receiver, you got, look, you had Treylon Burks. Treylon Burks, dude, you would have got with the 22nd pick. Monster of a receiver. Then you added Cole Turner at tight end from Nevada. 6'6", 240. These are some big ass targets. You know what I mean? Oh my God. And not knowing if we go into free agents and get a big name to be a number 1. Come on, man. Carr would have had ample receiving threats if this went down like this. You know what I mean? So I see potential. Like I said, this draft is plentiful with positions of need. A lot of the stuff that we need, they're deep in this damn draft. I don't think we can go wrong, man. Matter of fact, we might go in with 7 picks and come out with like 10 or 11. It all depends on moving back and how Ziegler and them get down, Champ Kelly. But I have faith in them. They know what they doing. They done been around people who got down in the draft and on their draft board and draft day and making moves up and down. So I'm excited to see how they get down this year. I'm really excited to see how this unfolds. So yeah, man, that's about it, man. That's 1.0. That's Raiders Allegiance mock draft 1.0. The next one I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait till after free agency and before the draft. I'm gonna do one more mock draft, but I'm gonna wait and see who we sign in free agency. Then that also can mold how your draft is how it's gonna dictate to your draft too. So we're gonna get through all that. We're gonna wait till after free agency, March 16th. We'll see who the Raiders sign, who we add. There's gonna probably be some releases as well. But it's all gonna happen in due time. Right now we're mid-February. There's about 10 days left in this month. Then we're in March, so there's only about like 3 weeks. About 3 weeks left until free agency. A little bit over. So man, dude, I can't wait. I want to see what this new front office does with these picks. You know what I mean? Who do they get? I want to see who they draw in as free agents. That's my thing right there. I want to see, does this new new regime have that juice like Tupac? Do they got the juice? Do they got the juice, Bishop? You got the juice. You know what I mean? Do they have the juice to carry these cats over from other teams that they were formerly of that can fit right in, from the Stephon Gilmores, you know what I mean? Jabril Peppers. There's things that we can do that can dictate what we do in the draft. You know what I mean? So it's just a wait and see. I had fun doing this with you guys. Before I let you guys tiptoe up out of here, just do me one solid. Subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and knock the hell out of that notification bell so you can be notified of all the content I release, even breaking news. You've been watching Raiders Allegiance with Lunatic Raider. Thank you for watching. I'm out.